dear students, myself Gangadhar Solanke and I welcome you all to the MC James virtual classroom.
My dear students, today in ninth standards geography, we'll be learning the topic Introduction to Economics. And as it is there in the title of the topic, this is just an introduction to economics. We are not going to talk in detail about the economics, but the basic things of economics. It may include the definition of economics, types of economy, factors affecting an economy, and at the same time we are going to discuss about the functions of an economy. So here in our textbook, this chart is given, and in this chart you can see this chart is all about the expenditure of a person of particular month, daily food, estimated expenditure on daily food 6,000, buying 2 sets of uniform, that is 2,000, school stationery 500, medical expenditure 450 rupees, recreation 500 rupees, mobile bill 1000 rupees, 1000, vegetables, fruits and etc. 1000 rupees, public transport. Now it may include bus, railway, rickshaw or anything else. So for this 2600 rupees, electricity bill 1500, tourism 4000, and bank installments 3000 rupees. So altogether we have a figure of 22,550 rupees. 22,550 rupees is the total number. Now what is given in our textbook about this? Suppose this is your expenditure this month and your monthly income is 20,000. Your monthly income is 20,000. To strike a balance between your income and your expenditure, what will be your preferences for expenditure? Now here, general idea about this. आपका महीने का इनकम जो है वो ये है 20,000 और आपका खर्चा जो जा रहा है वो 22,550 रुपये. तो अगर हम इसको माइनस करेंगे तो 2,500 रुपीज जो है एक्स्ट्रा अदर देन इनकम खर्च करने पड़ रहे हैं. सो is there anything which you can cut off from the list, or at least you can minimize the expenditure on something? That you have to see and accordingly rewrite the table and write down your preferences and discuss it with your family members or with your friends. Now, after discussing this, one thing which we understand that the management of individual or family finance is mainly related to income and expenses or expenditure. That is economic factors, and this led to the birth of economics. What led to the birth of economics? इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर और इनकम और एक्सपेंसेस. हम कितना पैसा कमा रहे हैं और कितना पैसा खर्च कर रहे हैं, ये इकोनॉमिक्स से रिलेटेड चीज है या फिर इसी से हमारे इकोनॉमिक्स का जन्म होता है. यू कैन ऑल्सो आस्क दिस टू योर parents, to your mom or to your father, that how they manage the expenditure of the family. The word, if we go in detail now about the word economics, the word economics, which comes from the Greek word oikonomia, which means family management. So directly or indirectly the meaning of the economics is nothing but the family management. There is a lot of similarity between family management and economics. घर पर अगर हमारी मम्मी, अगर हमारे पापा पूरी फैमिली को मैनेज कर रहे हैं अकॉर्डिंगली इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर, अकॉर्डिंग टू एक्सपेंडिचर एंड इनकम, तो वो इकोनॉमिक्स एक तरह से क्या कर रहे हैं, इकोनॉमिक्स घर का चला रहा है, इकोनॉमी घर की चला रहा है, बिकॉज it is given in our textbook that there is lot of similarity between family management and economics. तो बहुत बार ऐसा होता है, देखो हमारी मम्मी चाहे पढ़ी लिखी हो या ना हो, पर वो घर चलाने का काम करती है, पापा उन्हें जितने पैसे देते हैं उसमें वो घर चलाती है. इट मीन्स दैट शी नोज इकोनॉमिक्स. वो स्कूल में नहीं गई पर उसे इकोनॉमिक्स पता है. सो वी अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम इकोनॉमिक्स how to use time, how to use money, how to use labor and land effectively. Here this word effectively is very important. In economics we use time effectively. In economics we use money effectively. In economics we use labor effectively. And also in economics we use land effectively. Then only we will be in profit. नहीं तो क्या हो जाएगा, लॉस हो जाएगा. सो वेन एवर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इकोनॉमिक्स, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू यूज रिसोर्सेस इफेक्टिवली, देन ओनली वन कैन गेट प्रॉफिट. हाउ टू satisfy the infinite needs of the people using various resources. Now number of needs are there, and to fulfill these needs we use resources. So this is what, to fulfill or to satisfy the infinite needs of the people using various resources, is the study matter of economics. What do we study in economics? We study in economics how to satisfy the infinite needs of the people using various resources. That is what is the study matter of economics. And now the definition of economics according to Lionel Robbins. Economics is a science. Economics is a science which studies human behavior. Which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Now if it is like is a science which studies human behavior, तो ये psychology हो जाएगा, but it is related with the economy, it is related with the needs, it is related with the money. That is why it is economics. So economics is a science which studies human behavior, as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. This is what is economics according to Lionel Robbins. Now in detail, as we manage the finances of our family, who manages the finances of our family? Our parents. As we manage the finances of our family, similarly villages, cities, states, countries and world also need to have economic management. Which one is very important thing? You people already learnt in the civics of 6th standard, of 7th standard, of 8th standard about the Panchayat Raj system. At village we have Gram Panchayat, then Panchayat Samiti, then Nagar Panchayat, then municipal corporation or corporation. At state level we have state government, and in country we have central government. Like that, at the international level we have World Bank, we can say. So it is very important, like family management or how we manage the finances of our family, villages, cities, states, countries and world also need to have economic management. विलेज का अपना एक इकोनॉमिक मैनेजमेंट होता है, सिटीज का अपना एक मैनेजमेंट होता है, स्टेट्स का, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का, और फिर पूरी दुनिया का मिलके एक इकोनॉमिक मैनेजमेंट होता है, जिससे हम लोग एक साथ मिलकर आगे 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 चलते हैं इकोनॉमिकली स्ट्रांग होने की तरफ. सो इट इज द पार्ट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट टू मेक strong to a nation or to build a strong nation economically. Geographically speaking, the enterprises related to the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services in a specific region is called economy. It's called economy. Geographically speaking, the enterprises related to the production, any kind of production. For example, how many steps that we'll see. एक तो किसी भी एक चीज का प्रोडक्शन हुआ, then the distribution of that particular thing, production, then distribution, and third step, consumption of goods and services. Not only goods but also services like hospitality or education. These are now services. Here, production, distribution and consumption of goods and services in a specific region is called an economy. If we talk about our country, and in the services, then teaching or education or hospitality, like health service. तो हेल्थ सर्विस का प्रोडक्शन, उसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड उसका कंजम्पशन बाय द पीपल और द सिटीजन ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कंट्री is included in the economy of that country. Now, there are, on global level, there are three types of economies: capitalist economy, socialistic economy, and mixed economy. That is capitalism, socialism, and mixed type of economy, which is neither capitalistic or which is not socialistic, which is middle path of capitalistic and socialistic economy. To understand this in detail, there is one chart given in our textbook so that we can comparatively study the difference between the capitalistic economy, socialistic economy, and mixed economy. One by one now we'll study. In capitalistic economy, ownership and management of means of production is in the hands of private individuals. ये किसी एक व्यक्ति के कंपनी होती है, वहाँ पर ओनरशिप भी उसकी है, वहाँ पर मैनेजमेंट भी उसी का है. मेन एम इज टू अर्न मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट. In capitalistic economy, main aim is to earn maximum profit. And the examples, Germany, Japan, the USA have adopted such type of economy, capitalistic economy. Now, what is socialistic economy? The means of production belong to the society, not of any one person or individual. The means of production belong to the society as a whole, पूरी की पूरी society. That is the government's control, and its main aim is to achieve social welfare. For example, China and Russia have adopted socialistic type of economy. Now the third one, mixed economy. This is what is coexistence of private एंड पब्लिक सेक्टर्स. दोनों है यहाँ पर, प्राइवेट भी है और पब्लिक सेक्टर भी है. बैलेंस बिटवीन प्रॉफिट एंड सोशल वेलफेयर इज मेड इन द मिक्स्ड टाइप ऑफ इकोनॉमी. इट इज इन इंडिया, स्वीडन, द यूके, मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमी. सो द बेसिक थिंग्स or the basic points about capitalistic economy, socialistic economy, and mixed economy. If we have to remember this, or if we have to learn this, we can just go for the keywords. In capitalistic, there is private individual and maximum profit. In socialistic economy, government's control, social welfare is the main aim or objective. In mixed economy, both private and public sector, and its aim is to balance between profit and social welfare. Now the next thing, factors affecting an economy. In this, the first one, geographical area and natural resources which affect an economy. It is very important that the how natural resources are there in any particular geographical area or in any particular country. अगर कोई country natural resources से भरपूर है, वहाँ पर बहुत सारे natural resources है, तो इकोनॉमी में उसका असर होता है पॉजिटिवली. Then the political sovereignty, then occupations, population, very important thing. These are the factors which affect an economy. Now, if we people talk about our country, especially considering these 2 points, occupations and population, number of people in our country, or we can say the percentage of population in our country, directly dependent on the agriculture. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ऑक्यूपेशन जो है हमारे कंट्री में एग्रीकल्चर का है, एंड एट द सेम टाइम वी हैव ह्यूज पॉपुलेशन. इससे क्या होता है, हमारी इकोनॉमी पे स्ट्रेस आ जाता है और इकोनॉमी की जो स्पीड है वो धीमी 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 चलती है. दैट यू विल स्टडी इन डिटेल इन द नेक्स्ट थिंग्स ऑफ इकोनॉमी. बट हियर वन थिंग which is very important to understand, that how occupations or population or political sovereignty or geographical area and natural resources affect economy. If natural resources are less and the population is high, try to understand, if the natural resources are less and population is high, तो दोनों में बैलेंस करने में इकोनॉमी की गड़बड़ हो जाती है. So it is very important to use natural resources accordingly, and that is what we people study in economics. Now the next thing about economics, economics is an important social subject. We use economics on a large scale in agriculture, trade, finance, administration, law, and in our daily life, because it is part of our daily life. ऐसा नहीं है कि इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ना ही चाहिए, right? By managing our income and expenditure, we know economics is the basic thing. Economics holds a paramount importance in the social development of humans. When we talk about the economics, this man who wrote the book The Wealth of Nations, Adam Smith, which is known as the father of economics. Adam Smith, who is known as the father of economics, and in his book Wealth of Nations, which was published in 1776, he has defined economics as the science of wealth. Very simple definition. Economics is nothing but the science of wealth. Science of wealth. The subject in which we deal or study about wealth is economics. Globalization of the economy is the next point. The recent economic policies are taking the economy towards globalization. One world. The recent economic policies are taking the economy towards globalization, which means building a world economy. Building a world economy. world economy is a borderless, is a borderless economy in which there is no any kind of borders of countries, in which natural resources, profit, services, capital, labor, and technology flow freely across borders of countries. COU is there, freely across borders of countries. Now, if you people started any company and you can sell your product anywhere in the world, अपनी शुरुआत की है किसी कंपनी की, तो आप अपना प्रोडक्ट दुनिया में कहीं भी बेच सकते हैं, वहाँ से आपको प्रॉफिट आएगा, या फिर कहीं की सर्विस भी आप यहाँ पर ले सकते हैं, लाइक फॉरेन एजुकेशन और फॉरेन ट्रीटमेंट. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स विच आर included in the globalization of the economy. Globalization means aligning the country's economy with the world economy. There is free trade and all restrictions on investments are set aside in the globalization of the economy. No restriction or no any kind of burden or the rules or the laws on the free trade. Now next point about the economics, that the functions of an economy: deciding the product and quantity of its production. Like every country has a different economy. Just now we talked about that: capitalist economy, socialistic economy, and mixed economy. The main functions of economy are similar, whether it is capitalist और socialistic और mixed, लेकिन उसके जो functions है वो हर जगह पे same है. And it includes deciding the product and quantity of its production, then minimize the production cost. Everywhere this point is very important in the production of goods as much as possible. Minimize the production costs as much as possible so that people can buy easily. Distribution of national income according to social and economic justice, which should be far away from the economic exploitation, or which will help in reducing the poverty of the country. So the main function of the economy is to maintain or to distribute national income according to social and economic justice. Next in this, making appropriate provisions for the economic needs of the future, deciding for whom the goods will be produced. Deciding for whom the goods will produce, it means that to decide the target customer. कोई प्रोडक्ट जब बन रहा है तो वो किसके लिए बन रहा है, that is what is very important in economics to decide. So thus an economy strives to create a balance between limited resources and unlimited needs. Now again this thing very important. In the world we have limited resources, but at the same time we have unlimited needs. कुछ भी हमारे पास है हमें और चाहिए होता है, या फिर कोई चीज़ हमें चाहिए तो हमें उससे और अच्छी चीज़ हो जाती है चाहिए होती है. That is what is unlimited need. Human needs are unlimited, but to fulfill these needs sources are limited. And in economics we talk about the limited sources and unlimited needs, or we study how to balance in between the limited sources and unlimited needs. So in today's topic we people discussed about the concept of economics, how it is directly related with the family management, then the types of economy, in that capitalistic economy, socialistic economy, mixed economy. Then the Adam Smith, who is known as the father of economics, and his book Wealth of Nations, in which he defined economics very simple way, in a simple way, that the science of wealth is economics. Then the concept of globalization of the economy, and at last we discussed about the functions of an economy. Please subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get notifications.
So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, take care.